So y'all, I don't know what's going on with the weather. I know that there were tropical storms that were brewing. One Dexter, one's headed back out to sea. Two more might be popping up, but it's sending a lot of rain this way. And with that rain, y'all, even though it's been hot as hell here for weeks on weeks on weeks, we get an excess of water. It is cooler than it normally is, and although I am in the mountains of North Carolina, I should expect that does happen here. But it's been cooler. It's 68 degrees today. I'm actually sitting here with the heat on just a little bit, y'all. It's crazy out here. What is going on with this weather? Are they manipulating the weather still? Are they shooting up these clouds? Cloud seeding. What are they doing? Y'all let me know. What's the weather looking like in your area? I just want to come on and say, hey, stay cool if you hot. Stay warm if you cool. Okay, because in Arizona, they're getting some heat straight out of hell right now. Unseasonably hot. Hotter than it's ever been in Arizona. But here it is unseasonably cold to me. I say cold, and maybe because my iron might be low. I don't know what it is, but all I know is it's cool. I wish I wore my hoodie because I'm sitting here with a little bit of heat on in this vehicle. Not to mention, y'all, it's flooding in places like New Jersey. It's flooding in places like New York and the subways. It's a lot of weird weather going on. And you can't tell me this is all natural. This has to be man-made. Let me know what you think down below, because this is crazy.
Toxic smoke from more than 700 Canadian wildfires blanketing parts of the U.S. again, and some major cities are seeing some of the worst air quality in the world. This is the haze hanging over New York City Tuesday. Detroit, even worse, ranked 4th in the world for worst air quality. You can barely see the buildings. It's prompted local and state leaders to call on Canada to do more in dealing with the wildfire battle.
Co-op map, Zumbrota, again, 735 customers impacted over there. And just looking at Rochester Public Utilities right now, only one outage so far. So we'll keep tracking the weather outages as they come. But for right now, looks like Xcel Energy and Goodhue County Co-op Electric seeing the most outages at this moment.
All right, thanks, Zach, for that. Sorry, I just had to text my wife. Baby was sleeping well tonight, so that's going to be over with.
Fox Weather, Hurricane HQ, and we're still watching Tropical Storm Dexter move out to sea. Look at this beautiful satellite imagery there. We've got some strong winds that are helping to carry it off to sea. It's an interesting storm. We've been watching this. So when this one spun off that stalled front off the southeast coast, and as it does its own thing, has nothing to do with the rain that we're talking about now, but it's very interesting to watch. There it is, Dexter. Of course, the Atlantic Basin coming to life, almost like when we flipped the switch to August, everything started to bubble up, right? Well, what's going on with Dexter? Right now, the winds are at 45 miles per hour, continues its journey at east-northeast at about 13 miles per hour. It may actually intensify, and it may actually pick up some speed. And you're thinking, well, look at this. It's all being shred on the eastern side. Yeah, in fact, the center of the circulation there has been completely exposed, and all of those thunderstorms are just blowing off of this. Britta, the reason being is we've got that jet to the north, and what that's doing is this is riding along the southern side of that. That could intensify some of the winds, perhaps bring it up to low-end Category 1 hurricane. We're still at 70 miles, so below that on Friday, but it is going to intensify before it starts to become post-tropical. Let's talk about those winds, right? Here's the journey it's been on.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's just getting shred apart. And you can really make out the winds right there. Look at those high clouds moving through.
Yeah, if it was positioned just a little bit farther to the north, we'd have more disruption of the core of this system. But the positioning just so that we're able to keep some of that core together. So, interesting to note that the forecast for Dexter has noted sort of a higher wind speed level than what it originally called for. This time yesterday, the peak wind gusts our winds on the system rather, were supposed to top off around 50. Now we're calling for 70.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this ends up becoming a hurricane, but no matter what, this is open water. So that's fine.
That's good.
You are still going to see some swell off of this. Dexter already caused some really dangerous waves, beach erosion, and rip currents for the East Coast. I know it looks like it's pretty far offset, which it is. It's moving away from land. But again, you disperse that energy over the water and you still have an issue on the beachfront. So we have moderate rip current risk in place today across the Northeast because of Dexter. That's not going away. So please be careful if you are.
I just gassed up. I'm about to go out and do some deliveries and stuff like that. So I thought I'd come on, do a check-in, see how y'all are doing. Let me know in the comments what it's looking like in your area. And I'll see y'all later on today, okay?